Hello everyone, very good afternoon. Thank you very much for inviting me here, and of course, congratulations for this huge event you're going to have during 2019. Well, if we talk about spiritual circuits and economy that comes from international community to a country like India, well, we go back to that all religions are somehow created for the goods of humanity. It orders, it encourages, it pushes you to do the good things, and meanwhile, it prevents you from doing something wrong. That's what religion is. It's a law, God made it law. And then how to utilize those religions. If it's Hinduism, if it's Islam, if it's Christianity, Buddhism, if it's Sikhism, Jews, how to utilize that to further create a peaceful, just state and stable community for the good of human. That in 21st century goes back to, in one other way, get into touch with the economy, which really plays an important role into East people's life. If we go to tourism, and tourism that is spatially, and of which this geographical tourism, sightseeing tourism, then there are many other countries in the world that even have better places to show than India. But if it comes to the spiritual tourism, luckily India, it has a diversity. It has Hinduism, it has Sikhism, Buddhism, Islamism. We have many Mughal, Afghan, Islamic culture in here. There are a lot of most historical mosques in India, a lot of most historical Islamic construction in India, and then we come to Hinduism. That's the base in here. So diversity of different religion in a country is, I think, you would not find any other country than India. And then how to utilize them? Because the global monetary emerging or financial emerging is somehow in a way that has made people to have alternate. And you guys are lucky that the Indian government, specifically the tourism ministry, is now thinking over to how to bring finance into the national treasury, which of course later eases, comforts people's life. Of course, if tourists, international tourists visit India for any reasons, they would go to see all those historical and then specifically religious circuits. And in the words, there are 99.99 people religious. Well, we have very less percentage of people, they don't believe in any religion. So if a Christian, if a Muslim, of course, that's the base in here for Hinduism, Hindus from other countries, or Sikhs, of course, Buddhists, visit for any reason to India, he would go to visit his religious or spiritual places. But that would not have a real impact on the economy of India. But if there is a specific strategy, if there is a specific policy, like we are talking about a Kumbh right now, it happens once in 12 years, and then you have Kumbh in 6 years. So if there are different strategies, like a friend of mine say that if India is going to add the Sufism circuits later, then you're going to have like Saudi Arabia. Well, this is a religious belief. This is one of the duties that people once in a year goes for Hajj to Saudi. But that brings billions of dollars to that country. This year, around 5 million people are going to perform pilgrimage to Hajj. Meanwhile, there's a spirituality, a religious, but if we think about it from a financial, economical corner or glasses, we see billions of dollars goes to the country. So if Sufism is added there, if Buddhism is there, if Hinduism is there, if Sikhism is there, which fortunately India have all that, that really impacts on the economy, job creation, like you said. And meanwhile, like we're gonna have now next year, what I heard yesterday, around 10 to 12 crore people would be in Allahabad for this Kumbh. So many people will have dabas there. Many people will have to sell samosas. Many people will be busy in rickshaws and traveling and motorcycles and providing you water, providing you other beverages. At the end of the day, that economy goes to your national treasury. And then you can further utilize that economy. Well, as far I researched specifically on the Kumbh, this is going to be for the first time that Kumbh is the cause which is creating highways now here in Allahabad, creating roads here, creating colonies here. So one-time investment is somehow a lifetime profit, a lifetime profit. And then if this would be a start from the Kumbh, but I would want to love that Indian tourism industry get really involved into this issue. Meanwhile, spirituality, well, I've been in politics anyways, but politics has always played some negative roles in religions and in spirituality. People of different religions are being used to hate each other, are being used to create haters. But if the spiritual tourism is taken into a serious account, so there are Muslims from international communities or from other countries visiting India, Sikhs, Hindus, and Indian people, Muslims, Hindus, Christians, Buddhists, Sikhs, interact, traveling among these all big provinces. That spirituality will take them out of all those politics they have been using by politicians, like Hindus, Muslim wars, Hindus, Muslim haters. This is going to be, it's not about only economy, but if you look at the spirituality angle, there will be peace, stability, and the real justice, the real meaning of justice is to put everything on its right place. I'm sitting here because my name was appeared right here, so that's the right place for me. And everyone is here. You guys are there. You're on your right seat. So that's justice. You put the thing on its right place. So this, starting from Kumbh, and then spiritual tourism will not only bring economy, but of course it will meanwhile train some thinkers, scholars, and minds, and that you don't have to. Well, I'm not going to talk about this Kumbh a lot because I'm not very professional in Hinduism, but I still believe dipping into that water, you don't have to give them the message that dipping into that water will wash up everything you have done, because he's going to do that the next day. We need to bring the mind, to wash their mind. Once their mind is dipped, and then they are on the right path, on the right road, and the right channel. So this is how interaction between different religions. That is the tourism circuit, and I think that initiative is created by India. That's the first country in the world. Fortunately, naturally, it has diversity of religions, which of course brings economy billions of dollars in terms of international currency and creating jobs. Well, of course, I'll repeat again that it would be a one-time investment, but a long-term or a lifetime profit. But we need a really based infrastructure, facilities, services, which is being practiced for the first time now this year, but would pave the way for all other spiritual circuits in India. And as I said at the beginning, if we stick tourism only to the sightseeing, geographical tourism, then there are many other countries. They have highlands, they have water, they have beaches. But what India has and others do not have, that's the diversity of different religions. And that could together make spiritual. That could together bring people from all around the world. It's not about only millions of Hindus living in the United States. It's not about only a couple 100,000 Sikhs living in the UK, but it's about millions of Muslims living in other countries, millions of Hindus living in other countries, millions of Sikhs, millions of Buddhists living in other countries. China, one of the first and last competitor in one another way of the India would be obliged. The people, they cannot bound them from visiting in Hindustan or India. So in all that cases, if you utilize religions economically in the 21st century, that would really give the meaning of what religion or spirituality is, which is for the ease and comfort of humanity. And that could only be provided when you provide services, when you make your people happy, and that is in one another way really relevant to economy. So thank you very much. I will finish all this speech. Thank you.